Hey everybody, how's it going? I want to do a review, test, and comparison of the Kobalt 400 amp true RMS clamp meter. Item number is 2545073. Packaging includes the clamp meter, test leads, type K temperature probe leads, and a carrying case. It's category 3, 600 volts. Comes with a flashlight. It's a true RMS and it has a non-contact detector built into it. Let's start with the packaging. The case, should I say, is a little bit dusty because my table is dusty. And open it up. So this one I bought alone. There was no bundle that came with it. It was just the clamp meter by itself. Here's a temperature probe and test leads. So let's go ahead and turn it on. This is our non-contact voltage testing. So we have here this outlet box that I made, two outlets, switches. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can get that in the shot. Alright, so it's got a proximity on it. That's your current. It's auto ranging. So the unit itself, pretty lightweight, comfortable in the hand. This is the battery compartment. We give it a 180-degree turn. Me, I'm not really too big of a fan of this type. I would rather just get a screwdriver and tighten it up. The spring here has some pretty good resistance on it. Max 400 amp. Category 2 1000 volts, category 3 600 volts. So here's the non-contact test lead. So this light here turns on with it. So when we turn it on, we have this button here. This button is for the backlight. Here's your hold button. So you would give it a touch, a press for hold, and hold the button down for the flashlight. And you'll see the half a circle there. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So this model does come with a rubber siding here and a rubber dial, or rubberized dial, and the version that comes in a pack, a bundle, the bundle comes with one of these, I believe an outlet tester, and one other item. It could possibly be a non-contact voltage detector pen or something like that. But the one that comes in the bundle pretty much looks exactly the same. I see the functionalities were the same, but the difference between the two is The one on the bundle doesn't have this rubber siding on it, so it's just all blue. So one thing that I like about it is it's easy to use. So I don't think there's a timer on the flashlight at all, so we'll just try and see if we can leave it on for as long as possible without turning this thing off. And here's your test leads. Let's go ahead and put our probes in. Alright, so they fit in real nice. The probes are red, bright red, and I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and see if I can find a gauge on this. 18 gauge. So let's see if we can test continuity. So right now we have it, as soon as we turn that dial, it automatically goes to mega ohms. So we'll try our, this light's actually kind of distracting a little bit. So now we have it set for continuity. We'll test the sensitivity of our and so the sensitivity is not really the greatest. We'll go ahead and test our voltage. So we have here, that's my light switches. So these are powered individually, and right now we'll show that 115.2 volts. And we'll hit the switch. So now they're both turned on. Let's go ahead and press these in. 115.2. 115.2. That's alternating. I have a small 6-volt battery. You can go ahead and run a DC test on it. .26. So it shows the voltage is good. So the functionality of it's pretty good. It's there. What I like about it is the color. You know, I like that it has a backlit screen and flashlight. I like that it does AC and DC and measures current as well. The temperature probe is, I guess, a plus. The one thing that I don't like about it, I'd have to say, is there's no little clamp or anything for your test lead. Sometimes I like to, when my hands are full, I like to put my test lead there, and so I'm not worried about it. And I got my other, you know, grounded somewhere. You know, I can just right there stick it in, and my screen's right there, instead of having to worry about hanging it on something or anything like that. So that's going to be a negative on that. But all in all, it is a good meter. I wouldn't buy this again. You know, I would keep it for my home use. I wouldn't. I mean, although you could use it professionally, but for professional use, I'd rather go with a Klein or a south wire. Speaking of south wire, this is the comparison. The price difference is significant, I believe. This one is around $80 US, and this one is around 60. You see there, the shape is different. I like this one because it's more contoured. You know, it gets thinner up here and wider down here. And so we're gonna go ahead and compare the voltage readings between the two. So let me set up my leads and my probes. Alright, so set this one back on, and so as far as comparison, we turn them off and on again so that you can hear the audible beep when they turn on. There's that. So this one is louder. Let's go to non-contact setting. So it doesn't have any proximity setting or anything like that on it, but the audible tone is louder. You do get a red light with it too. So as far as leads, where they go, you can see with the comparison that these ones are on the bottom, these ones are in the front. That, to me, kind of makes a difference, I guess. With these ones here, I would go ahead and turn them sideways. These ones, I would also turn them sideways to wrap them up or something, but normally I like to keep my leads separated from my tool. So let me just take these covers off. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and test the AC voltage. My tester here. Alright, so we got 115.4. And they both claim to be true RMS. This one doesn't, oh, there it is. AC TRMS clamp meter. This one has it up here, true RMS. So this is my Kobalt. And so we have one reading 115.6 and one reading 115.4. But this one was going between 4 and 5. So there's another comparison feature. So both lights are on. This one's a little bit more on the blue side. This one is still blue, but a little bit closer to gray, I would say. And at some point, this one kind of looks blurry at a couple angles. This one's nice, and it doesn't get blurry until I really turn it around. But the display is larger, the numbers, so that would be a plus for this one. So we're going to go ahead and test some amps with both of them. This is my AC line splitter. So it is a south wire. little space heater that I'm going to go ahead and use for the test. It's right there. And we already know that sometimes these things draw a lot of amps. And this is a 10 times multiplier. So I'm go ahead and unplug my leads. We're going to set it to amps. And we're going to clamp it on. Here's the Kobalt. Alright, so since it's a 10 times multiplier, this one read 105. So if we were to set it to my 40, it wouldn't read. So we're going to go ahead and connect it to 400 amps. So we see here 107.1 versus 105.7. I'm going to try this one again. I'm going to try this one again. Still giving us the 107 range. So my final test, I'm not going to do comparison, I'm just going to do a regular old test. We're going to test our K-type. There's no adapter needed for this, it comes as is. So I'll just go ahead and plug it in there, bottom. And just our temperature. So we're holding it now up to the space heater. (135 degrees). Now it's starting to cool down. We'll touch it to the table. So we see that it works. And that concludes my test, comparison, and review of the Kobalt 400 amp AC clamp meter. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. Here's what I'm talking about. The thing that I don't like about the Kobalt. This one has that. So when I'm testing, alright everybody. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.